Well, 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 everyone. It's time for the JNN, the John News Network, bringing to you the latest update. So I've been on my podium yelling at clouds for months now about ways to make the race fair. And there's other things in this team update that are pretty important too. We'll go through that. Man, oh man, I didn't think they'd actually do it. All right, October team update. As we head toward the North American region merge and the climactic battle against Kazros arriving in November, we had a few quick topics we want to discuss. We're going to dive right into a team update, and we'll also be following up with some more thorough updates and policies in the coming weeks. Region merge. NA West will be merged into NA East. So they confirmed that's what's happening. We kind of knew that already for the last, since it was announced, month or two, whatever it's been. It's good they finally came out and said it, because a lot of people were hoping for something different. Oh, they're going to move all of East into West, or they're going to migrate both data centers into Central, or they're going to leave a server behind, and all those things like that. So it's good for them to finally come out and say what is going to happen, because a lot of people have been wanting that information. Also, that being said, I think we need to have a moment of silence for our OCE and SCA friends that are going to be discontinuing their play. You know, they're going to stop right here. This is where they're trained. Final stop. The train stops here. Yeah, words are hard right now. Anyways, 07s to the OCE and SCA players that will not be continuing on their journey. You fought valiantly, trying to get to Kazros. Hopefully you guys stick with it. I know ping sucks though, bro. I don't know if exit lag or something like that can help you. I understand. Maybe they end up spinning up an OCE SCA server, leaving, I wish they would left one behind for you guys to play on. Whatever. All right, but 07s to our homies, guys. Be nice, be respectful, because it sucks that they spent imagine spending years in a game, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we need to merge these servers because not enough of you, and then you have to it's it. It's like a forced quit. All right, the full policy will be released on October 15th, but will be straightforward, as no servers and therefore rosters are being merged. Yeah, so exactly what we thought, just a server going from here, boop, into here, boop, that easy. Because of the region merge, the October content update will be at the end of the month. Wait, so the merge is the 22nd, and that puts the patch on the 29th? Oh, hell no. Oh, no, all right. Okay. The October content update will be at the end of the month, arriving October 29th. We also wanted to give an early warning that after the October update, the time between the October and November updates will be shorter to adjust the update timing for November and December to the middle of the month. As previously shared, we've worked to create a fair naming policies for characters and guilds, and have been working to reduce the downtime by deleting permanently banned accounts to optimize our systems and improve the overall experience for legitimate players. While the downtime will still be extensive for NA West and NA East, we are working to ensure it is as short as possible. That's a huge L. That's not an October patch, brother. It's always at the end of the month, so it's 1 week later for that patch. And it's not like we're getting crazy shit with the October patch. And it's also giving us warning that after the October update, the November update will be shorter to adjust for that. Yeah, but that's 2 to 3 days before the month ends. Why does that matter, Harukoi? What did you have a sports book bet? The patch will drop this date and you're gonna lose? Or is there something big that I'm missing here? All right, roadmap, Lucky Box. We have been speculating in the community surrounding the Lucky Box event, as different versions of this event have been released in different regions of Lost Ark around the globe. We wanted to clarify that the version releasing will closely resemble the version originally released in Korea without the gacha-style systems present in other regions. For players not aware of what the system entails, you can complete daily and special missions to earn lucky boxes, which contain various hunting materials, trade items, cards, and potentially a surprise box. The surprise box is a chance to drop special items like relic engraving selection chest, chaos stones with a 100% success rate, legendary card selection pack, along with hunting materials. Yeah, okay, so it's the lucky box. Got it. Right, just like it's called. Yeah. Well, this is unrelated to the Chinese gamble system. This is something different. All right, Thaymine Extreme. Additionally, we saw some questions asking if Thaymine Extreme would still be launching in the West, with the Assault Raid running until the first ever double raid release with Act 4 in Kazros in November. The timing didn't feel quite right. Along with the Arc Raid system, we didn't want to overwhelm players with too many raids and systems to learn, so we're waiting to release it until the timing makes sense given other events and content releases. We'll share more updates in the future, likely in a future roadmap. Help. Our team has been reviewing lots of feedback around Kazuros, the first clear race, raid release plans, and doing our best to factor this into our plans and policies as we head toward the climactic battle in November. While these plans are still being developed, we want to share an early look at a few policies and plans. A player that has been penalized for RMT or other forms of cheating in Lost Ark will be ineligible to compete in the first clear race. No matter when they received it, from launch until the race, we will also be conducting extensive account reviews similar to the Theamine in the first race to ensure there is no disqualifying behavior hidden in the past. Okay. RMT or other forms of cheating. So that means just about anything you've done to receive a ban, which includes botting, ignite boxes, RMTing, any infraction. Haha, infraction, what a great word. And you're 07, bro. Your ass is grass, you're out. Now guys, I want to ask this question, and you might not like this question. Do you feel there should have been any severity scaling on that? Or should it just be, you have a penalty, you're out. Zero tolerance, penalty equals out. Penalty equals out, penalty equals out. Personally, if this was any other game and you did those things, your account is gone. Like, that's it. That's how most companies run it, because they'll just make a new account and start over. So like, it's crazy to me that they even unban people for some of the things they do in this game. RMT permaban, bot permaban, 100%, that's how it should be. A lot of companies do things where they start to feel like they need to maintain a customer base. And I'm not saying they're doing this, right? But they'll start to have a strike rule where it's like 1 strike this, 2 strike that, and then 3 strikes you're out. And then based on the severity, you can get additional strikes and just be out in the first one. But like, if you, and like that's where it gets so convoluted. It's better just to have zero tolerance. You cheat, you bot, you RMT, you're gone. I feel like they unban people to give them a second chance to reform. I don't think that's why they unban them. I don't think it's a gotcha bitch either. I think this is, the policies on the races are usually pretty clear that it's meant to be a fair competition. I don't know, man. I don't look at it as like a reform track. They didn't get like handed some like document saying how to be a better person. They got caught, they got banned. They should have been a permaban. And now they're still here somehow. That's what I think, at least. Not that anyone cares. I don't know, they knew the risks going in. Most people get banned. And you know what pisses me off before I even go on to this next message here is you got caught, you got unbanned somehow. But guess what, guys? Do you know how many people RMT still and don't get caught? And don't get caught? So if you got caught, like, fuck, bro, like, no, zero tolerance, man. There's so many people RMTing and doing all kinds of shit. And like, at least they're doing something about the people that got caught. They knew the risk going in. Most people who got banned for RMT seem pretty understanding. They're like, yeah, I got caught. I gotta sell my oats or whatever. Yeah, I saw Snowy talking. I guess he got banned. I didn't know he was banned before. The jump server box abuse would have warranted a permaban from most games. Yeah, honestly, Harakoi, I can't believe they didn't just permaban people who got those boxes. I didn't know that I would like the early exploit often thing. It's like, oh, sir, Mr. Officer, I didn't know that the jar was open and I was just taking money out over and over and over and putting it in my pocket. And then suddenly, oops, I have thousands of dollars. I wasn't going to use it, though, unless you told me it was okay. Like, motherfucker, like, what are we saying? Like, what are we saying? Like, you knew what you were doing after you did it one time. I'm sorry. I think they need to follow up with not just removing the entire placement for teams that do exploit during the race. Well, that's how they did it with Theamine Kill Sauce, is they just disqualified teams until they had the top 10. 3 years is a long time. Like, guys, I always try to look at it from both sides, and I'm thinking, like, is 3 years, like, it should be zero tolerance. That's how every other game does it, zero tolerance. Maybe not every game. Most games are zero tolerance. You get banned, your account's grass. That's it. All right, while speed hacking has not been a widespread issue in Lost Ark in terms of volume, we understand the negative impact and want to ensure that it won't be present in the competition. While we generally don't post our ban or cheat detection numbers, we have been continuing to develop new detection methods for speed hacks. Just in the past few weeks, we've caught and banned over 100 accounts using speed hacks. This work will continue and ramp up as we head toward the race. This is interesting, guys. Like, in any game involving graphical display, when you have a model crossing thresholds at an accelerated rate and you have a ceiling on that, usually, like, let's say a character is walking from point A to point B at the speed of 1, right? And so if you do the math on that, how far can it walk, right? And you do algorithms to see what the max speed is using any method possible, because you don't want like a knockback attack and the character's like, woo, gets knocked back like Gate 1 Brel, and then all of a sudden like, you're banned. No, it has to be so, like, so that's why it's a little bit weird to test, also things like skills that are doing it. Executing like 10, 20 skills in a second is where you start to like, you should be able to catch that shit pretty easily, man. So it's interesting to me that it went this long without them doing something like that to check it. I'm glad they caught the speed hackers. That's massive. I'm glad they banned them. Hopefully they keep banning them. I have no idea how many there are and why they were allowed to exist for so long. But, you know, W there. Speed hackers on Primal Island. You know what, Harakoi? I did Primal Island one time in the history of John. And I got teamed up on, and I said, fuck this content. I will never do it again. And guess what? I never did it again. Because it's such bullshit. Like, guys, I remember going into Discords, and there's like 5 people all there. You ready? You ready to queue up? You ready to queue up? Oh, which one are you in? Oh, all right, meet me here. Okay, let's go take them out. It's like, you're fucking cringe. Like, at least allow people to duo trio queue at that point, instead of making, like, I don't know, why add steps to something people are already gonna do? It's horseshit. The same dude every week speed hacking? That sucks, Hardcore. Yeah, I haven't heard of that, so that sucks, man. What's up, Azhack? My own guild teamed up and killed me. And it was probably funny to them, too. Let's be real. Like, if I got yo ass in there, it was funny. We are continuing to investigate other plans for the release of Kazros to ensure that it best fits our community, and we'll share any updates we have as soon as we're able. We know that players who intend to race are curious about the date, and we'll share that once the plan has been fully locked in. We appreciate the passion from the community along with the ongoing feedback and questions. We'll be working to provide updates throughout the merge process. And as we head toward the battle against Kazros in November, yeah. In the meantime, we'll see you in Arcadia. Yeah. Okay. One thing they didn't mention here is teams who are already practicing. If you're doing that, you're kind of fucking cringe. That's like saying, like, imagine if the people for World of Warcraft, like THD, the Liquid team, are going in and like practicing the race before the race to beat the other team. That is dumb. That is so fucking dumb. Like, that's why our race is just so stinky already. I know they've received tons of feedback on how to change that, like, you know, locking the raid for like a week or two to allow people to practice it in our version of the game, and I hope they do that. I hope they, you know, I don't know. I hope they just sit back and do one of these, you know, like they're doing the middle finger jack in a box, and they go, oh, just kidding. Everything's great. Just kidding. It's not. Frick you, buddy. And you're banned. But they can't do that. You can't really ban people for things like playing in a different region. But hopefully they do something that allows it to be. I just hope normal and hard mode are open day one. Period. Like, I think it's silly. Like, there's no reason not to do that now. And then lock TFM for a week or two so people can go in, practice it, have a good time with it. Yeah, that's what I think they should do. Hopefully they do something like that. We'll see what they do. See what they cook up with. This right here, I think, is a good step in the right direction, just to eliminate like cheaters, hackers, exploiters, botters, things like that. And then, but what's crazy, guys, is it doesn't even cover all the people that actually do it. Like there's so many people that like RMT. There's so many. There are so freaking many people that RMT and don't get caught. And it just sucks. It's like so frustrating from my perspective. I play this game like a job. I play this game nonstop, like every day, more than I probably should. I don't play other games because, oh, what if I fall behind in Lost Ark FOMO? And then like here I am, I'm like swiping, you know, like taking, I mean, I wouldn't be spending as much as I did if I wasn't streaming, right? But taking all that money, putting back into the product, and I'm like barely 3,200 right now. 4K is like the max. I might be able to make 3,500 is my goal. And you have these people that have been like 4K plus for 6+ months, just sitting there because they used other methods to max out. And that it just sucks for like people like me. Yeah, cracking down on pilots, cracking down on sold accounts, cracking down, I like personally, I hope they do something about people that are like bussing dead bodies. People that have alt accounts, people that have like all this stuff. I hope they do that. I hope they do something about that. I hope they level the playing field, but it's so out of balance right now that like, you know, a lot of people say it's too late, just leave it alone. And it's like, even doing this is really big for them because like a lot of people felt they weren't going to do something like this, right? So anyways, we got a lot of people that got banned and like they're unable to compete. I think that's good.